So it's time to get a tour of my studio. Up here we have random things such as 8.5 by 11 paper, different colors, different cardstock sizes, all kinds of stuff on. Let's see, here we have paper crafts, jewelry, plastic canvas, and photography. It includes magazines and paperwork on them, books, notebooks on them. Then we have, let's see here, there's beads, more beads, scrap paper. Basically anytime I have a scrap I throw it in here. Makes for a buttload of extra. Got candy making, pencils and pens, markers, flowers, typically just embellishment flowers, leaves, anything like that. Got stamps. Who doesn't have stamps? I have a lot of stamps. They're all over the entire place. There's more beads underneath it. Those are all plastic canvas books, paper. Looks like some thermals over there for laminating. Paint. Tons and tons of acrylic paint. Yarn. Jewelry making. Let's see here. Ribbon. I have ribbon in places I didn't know I could have ribbon. Tons of it. This is just one drawer. And plastic canvas scraps. Letters 1 and 2. They're the embellishment letters. Paintbrushes. Gift box. I have paper. Lots and lots of paper. Tons and tons of colors. Patterns. They are all labeled. What types of patterns they are. We got stickles and fabric paints. Lots and lots of stamps. My awesome little bracelet that we found at a yard sale. This has, we got rub-ons, all kinds of Ranger spritzers, embossing powders, more embossing powders, I think that's embossing, and more clear stamps. My awesome little earrings that I have. And then we got more stuff. I got these little awesome display things. This here is one of my random boxes. Same with the tools, it's basically always random tools. Anything that you would need for any of the projects that I work on. Extra tape, scissors, although I have scissors all over this room. You can never go wrong with having junior mints in here. Let's see here. We have ink pads and everything that sparkles. Anybody that knows me, if it glitters, it's for me. We have real glitter, actual embellishments, jewels up the yin yang. Like I said, lots and lots of ink pads in here, ink cleaners. We have a drawer full of mini albums and cards. All my adhesive, everything that I need, dimensionals, 3D stuff, rolling tape. Down here I have organized my stickers into albums. There's letters, holidays, things, seasons. There's more over here. That's currently a work in progress. As you can see, that big bag right there is still more stickers that I have to go through and organize. We have more beads, some twine, glue sticks, because you can't go wrong with glue sticks. These awesome little pad things here are great for stamping and cleaning, and God only knows what else you could do with them. Got duct tape and ribbon, and sorry, I had to pause for a moment. I had to pause so that I could cough, because we don't want to cough on the screen here. Glue, you can never go wrong with glue. Mod Podge. Got the little system set up for me to watch TV while I do my photos or whatever else I may need to do. Music, of course. And ribbon. Lots of ribbon. Told you, ribbon everywhere you go. The junk pile is what I call this. It's got all my pens, pencils, random stuff, CDs, stickers, tape. This here is all kinds of stamping up stuff, except for that right there in the middle, which is just random, and stamping up pads. Another one of my roundabout little display things, which I love. Have one of the Xyron handheld printers, which I love. Don't get to use it as often as I'd like, but hopefully now that I have a system set up, we can use it. And then over here, there's chipboard in this one. Again, more ribbon, and this time punches with the ribbon. Die cuts, all kinds of die cuts in here. A big junk pile of it. Tissue paper for decoupage. We got paper embellishments. And I think the bottom one is a random drawer. Got lots of bead stuff and books. Got books on everything I do. Some plastic canvas down here, which is really awesome. If you've ever done it, you'll understand. More stuff of my slice and my photo printer. Then up here we have tons and tons of supplies. School supplies, office supplies, whatever you may need them for. I don't believe that Anthony is going to need anything for the next 18 years. Over here we have some my photography stuff. This here is the pulled, they call it angel thread or angel hair fluff. And that was made by me, which is awesome because I saved a lot of money that way. Got some stools and a beanbag for the babies that I photo shoot in here all the time. These are awesome little embellishment that I put into spice jars and then hung them up. Obviously, we've lost a glass one over the years. And then a little sneak peek into the closet for Blink Photography. It has dresses and blankets and all kinds of goodies that you could ever want. Little hats for the babies. And there's little dresses and skirts. And we're working on a photo shoot for possibly doing some fairies. So there's some wings in there. Furniture is back in there. Obviously more blankets and stuff on that side. Close that up. Push this back. So back there is Anthony's bed, which is part of the room. And we have this awesome rolling table so that I can use it as part of the studio when I want to, but it can roll out of the way so when Anthony stays here, he's got his own space too. On this we have all kinds of embellishments, books on things. Looks like embroidery floss, which is falling off. More paperwork. Gotta love my laminator. And then we got scrapbook albums, boxes for, let's see here, that one has headband stuff, more paper. I have tons and tons of scrapbook paper. And then doilies, because they're really fun to work with. We are, again, working on an awesome project for possibly doing some fairy dresses. So I have flowers up here. And my awesome mannequin has my fairy tutu that I am working on. Pretty damn cool if you ask me. I have my little head over here. And that's what I use to make my headbands. Any of the headpieces for any of the photos. Let's see here. Oh, my board actually says Blink, like for Blink Photography. It's not quite done yet. It will be, it's been slowly getting decoupaged on it so that it's got a nice, clean, non-splintery surface. Sorry, I had to cough again. Up here we have a sticker maker painted that I did at one of those paint night things. Was not a good night, obviously. Let's see here. We got all kinds of glass rocks here and shells to work on projects. A very tiny little sticker maker. My very inappropriate little cameraman. And then we have this right here is all of Anthony's crafts because he does share the room with Mom's craft studio. Gotta give the kids something to do in here. Then my newest cabinet. Let me just open this up. All right, up here we have a paper cutter that makes cuts and circles. Tons of Stampin' Up! Stamps. There is 2 shelves worth of tulle because I have issues. Some fabric for maternity gowns, some extra yarn. That is one of those melting tins for when you melt candles, filler, and invitations. And the final part of this, after I close this up, oh yeah, that bucket right there, that's my junk bucket. Everything that doesn't have a home yet ends up in there. And the final thing is the maternity gowns that I have been working on. These are awesome. I have quite a few friends that are currently having babies in the next 6 to 8 months. So, working on those so we can put them in those. And one last view of my awesome studio. Yeah. That's me moving my mannequin at the same time as I'm showing you the rest of the studio again. Voila! My studio.